Hey YouTube, I'm back, and as in back, I mean I've graduated from boot camp. As you can see, I'm in one of my many uniforms, my my NSUs, I'm sorry, blame my last. Um, yeah, I said I was going to do another video when I got out, let you guys know a little bit about what I experienced in boot camp. I don't plan to share with you too much because I want you to take it seriously. For all you future sailors that have already signed up and getting ready to go to boot camp, and all that good stuff. I've documented a little bit of stuff while I was in there. Yeah, so where do I start? It's crazy. There's a video on YouTube actually that I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know the name of it, but it actually shows you when you get on the bus and you get taking the Great Lakes to the actual base, and you get off the bus and you get yelled at and you line up and you make that final phone call, let your family know you made it. All that stuff is true. Everything in that video is true. Of course it is, because it's a legit video, but I'm just letting you know it's true. It's not that bad though. It really isn't. That phone call I made, mine was actually a pretty good phone call. It wasn't sad or anything like that. I called my mom. My mom is, a little humorous like I am. Called her, joked with her for a split second because, you can't be at her too long. Let her know I made it. And we went from there. It's crazy. You pretty much get stripped of the whole civilian life thing, and you get issued all your boot camp stuff, and it's crazy. I actually got there on the 24th, and I did not go to sleep until the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. I got there at 9 o'clock that night. I didn't go to sleep till not the next day, but the day after that. So, yeah, be prepared for that. That was one of my biggest challenges, actually, being in boot camp, is staying awake. I'll get to that later on. Let's see. It's a whole bunch. I kind of have like a little blur in between my little whole trying to remember everything, but whatever. Let's see. You're gonna experience a whole lot of things. My biggest challenge was missing my family, and I'm a little older, and being older, like I was one of the oldest people there, which is fine. There's people my age that are all over the place, but my division was a young-ass division, and I was master at arms. It's okay to have that job. It is a bit challenging, and can't expect too much of anything out of it in the end. I liked it because I was able to leave the compartment, get away from everybody, go get tissue and shit, and fucking hand soap, stuff, supplies that we needed to clean the head and stuff like that. My other responsibility was also keeping everybody quiet. That was a challenge. Nobody wanted to listen. Blase, blase. That's a whole nother story. But anywho, once you get through those first couple of days, you kind of get immune to the way you have to wake up. You have to wake up. They do come in yelling at you early in the morning. I mean, butt-ass early in the morning, waking you up and shit. It's crazy, but you get used to it. You know what I'm saying? So, first couple weeks, you don't get to talk to your family. That shit killed me, but it was okay. You don't get to write neither, so be prepared for that. Other thing is, and I could be jumping ahead of myself, don't aggravate your RDCs about anything. Like, if they tell you they're gonna give you a phone call, let that be it. Don't ask no more, because that shit is aggravating. I think that's aggravating to anybody, and you'll eventually lose your privilege. That goes for anything. Testing, that's really important. Just make sure you study. You don't have no reason not to study, no matter what your job is. There's yeoman, it's RPOC, AROC. You'll learn all this stuff when you get there. There's no point in me explaining it to you. Let's see. I don't really want to tell you guys too much because I want you guys to experience it on your own, like everything that we have. one of the major things that happened for me was I like when we got our uniforms. I don't know why I got so excited about it, but I liked it. I like looking fresh, and I couldn't be fresh in my civilian clothes, so I'm fresh in my uniform shit. I'm on point with my shit. I'm not no dirtbag. You'll figure out all about dirtbags too. Oh, be expected to be called every fucking name in the book. I actually told my mom I was gonna try to stop cussing, but this is before I came to boot camp. And when I got to boot camp, that's all you hear. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Just keep your head up. Prepare yourself for that shit, because it's ridiculous. And I got called every fucking name in the book. Not just personally. I got called every name in the book. Us as a division. Shut up. Let's see. Marching. We're gonna do a lot of marching. Hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. That's exactly what it is. You gotta hurry the hell up, and you're gonna do a lot of waiting. You're gonna have to stand in line for every single fucking thing that you do. You're gonna have to stand in line. It's ridiculous. Seriously. Yeah. Everything that you're gonna be doing in boot camp is gonna have some type of meaning to it. Whether you understand it now or later, it's going to have some type of meaning. I'm serious. There's things that I had to do, what we had to do as a division and shit, and it's just like, why in the fuck are we doing this? And then later on, you're like, oh, that's why. So, don't ever question the shit that you have to do, just do it. They're not going to tell you to do anything that you're not supposed to do. Pay attention to detail. I heard that a good bit before I got to boot camp, so when I got there, I quickly learned what that meant. Pay attention to detail. Whatever they tell you to do, you have to do it exactly the way they tell you to do it. Don't do no extra stuff. Don't try to be ahead. Don't try to get ahead neither. If you're the type of person that like to try to do stuff, like, for instance, we filling out a whole packet, and you call yourself filling out that whole packet in advance, don't do stuff like that. They do not like that. Just don't do it. Whatever. Let's see. You lazy, you need to break it. Just like I said about falling asleep, break it. These are habits that I'm talking about. I have a problem with staying awake. And you cannot have your energy drinks, your monster drinks, your 5-hour energies. You can't have that shit in boot camp. So, what do? You stand up. Do it on your own before they ask you to. Because if they catch you, you don't know what can happen. You don't know what, I don't know. I've seen people, there's have been people failing. They automatically fail them for their tests, whether it's any type of test that we're doing. If you get caught falling asleep, they can fail you for that. That's a stupid way to fail your test. I'm sorry. Stay awake. I had some pretty cool RDCs for the most part. That's all I'm saying about that. RDCs are your petty officers. I had a male and a female. Yeah. No comment. Just like I said, the attitude that you have with going into boot camp is going to affect and it's going to determine your whole experience. I'm a super happy individual. I have every reason to be happy, so whether you like it or not, whether anybody like it or not, I'm going to be happy. And that got me a long ways as far as discipline and stuff like that. As far as discipline goes, please be ready for that, because you fuck up as a division, not an individual. So if you fuck up, you fucking everybody else up. Buddy fuckers, don't be no buddy fucker. If you're the type of person, okay, this is, I wasn't a buddy fucker, but I'm 25, so a lot of the things that I do in life is like on my own. I don't usually get help. So it was challenging for me as far as my bunkmate goes, you know, helping her and stuff like that. Like a lot of things that I do, if I can do it with no help, I expect the next person to be able to do it with no help. But that's not really how it works in boot camp. You have to help. Whether it's the person next to you, the person five people down, you have to help. You have to help. Don't be no buddy fucker, because that shit is not cool. And it will show. Don't think you can get away with it. Snitching. I don't have nothing to say about that, because I'll never be a snitch. I don't give a fuck what kind of Bravo Zulu it get me, what kind of whatever. if you want to be one of those people that tell some people, the petty officers like that shit. Sometimes some petty officers don't. So it's all up to you. If you find out your petty officers like that shit, then you kiss ass. I don't kiss ass. I just work hard and get where I need to be the right way. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is what I want to tell you guys. Okay, listen to me. All right, listen well. You're gonna get your start guide when you get sworn in before you go to boot camp. If you're in the late entry program, if you're in the late entry program, you get that fucking start guide and you study that chain of command. Chain of command? Is it chain of command? No, study the 11 general orders, because the chain of command changes wherever you go. Like, it's different for different locations. Those 11 general orders, the Sailor's Creed, and your RTC Maximum, please study that, guys. Don't listen to nobody if they tell you that you're going to have time to study that in boot camp, because there's going to be times where you're just going to want to chill out at night or just go to sleep or write your family. You're not going to be able to do that. Why? Because you're going to be having to use that time to study that shit when you had the time to do it before you went to boot camp. I fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I fucked up and I did not study those 11 general orders. It came to me eventually, but it took time. If you can utilize the time before going into boot camp to study that shit and know it, that shit will have your ass. Like, you'll be on point. Seriously. Because that shit, it's kind of sad to see people 5 weeks from now got positions. Yo, yeoman. Don't know the fucking 11 general orders. That's just fucking ridiculous. Study that shit before you get in. That was one thing that I wanted to put out in this video. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. If there's something that I didn't go over, whatever, it's okay, because you're gonna experience it in boot camp. Do not be afraid to join the Navy. I am a U.S. Navy sailor, and I am proud to be a new U.S. Navy sailor. And you make the decision to do that as well. Don't ever forget what you went into boot camp for. Don't ever forget the decision that you made to be a sailor. Don't ever forget why. You keep that in your head and you stay positive. You do whatever you're told to do. Don't do nothing more. Don't do nothing less. And you stay focused. And that shit goes by fast. Like, the shit was... Gosh, I can't tell y'all how I feel about boot camp. But I'm glad I made it safely. I'm actually here in Pensacola, Florida right now in A school. I'm loving it. I'm doing what I gotta do to phase up so I can eventually wear my civilian clothes. I got some Jordans waiting for me. And all that good shit. So, for the future sailors, y'all keep your head up. You get to boot camp. Go hard. Work smarter, not harder. Don't ever forget that. Good luck to you. Airman Latson. Y'all take care.